I'm Susan, and this is Joy in Jewelry. We're going to be making beginner earrings. This is part one. Isn't it a great day? I'm having so much fun. I hope you are. All right, we're going to start with some round nose pliers, chain nose pliers, cutters, ear wires, head pins, and beads. Now I've got some beads here, 2 8mm, 4 4mm, 4 3mm, and 4 2mm. I've got some head pins over here. They are flathead, 2-inch, and then I have the French hook ear wires. Let's take our head pin, and I'm showing you here the end is flat, but you can't really see it very well, can you? So I'm going to turn it around. We're going to start threading our beads. It's easier to put the head pin into the tinier beads. So just keep those little tiny beads on your beading mat and then put your head pin into them. The larger beads are easier to add to the head pin. You can actually pick these beads up, see what you're doing, and put it on the head pin. Play around with the order of your beads and make your own designs. You take them off, put them back on, see what works. Sometimes I take pictures and compare what pattern I want. Be sure to keep the length of your earring and the weight in mind. You don't want them too heavy. Your designs may vary from this. This is just the design I'm proposing today. Use round nose pliers or chain nose pliers, or just use your thumb. And just above the top bead, bend the head pin away from you. You're going to bend this almost 90 degrees, almost a right angle. Measure the head pin 3/8 inch from the bend and mark with a Sharpie. 3/8 inch is just under 1/2 inch. Now the tool that I'm using here is a measuring gauge that I found in the notions of the quilting section. So I think this is a great little tool to have on hand so that you don't have to get down and tell between what line is what. But this is a nice, quick, easy way to measure. Hold your cutters with the beveled side up. And the flat back side is facing the part you will keep. Cut the head pin at your mark and cover it when you cut. Just put your hand over it or something to keep that loose end from flying all over the place. You're going to take your round nose pliers and grasp the tip of the head pin, and that tip should not go past the plier jaws. I hope you can see this. It's sitting just between them. It's hiding. I've marked my round nose pliers so that I can make the same size loop consistently. So whenever I'm putting the head pin between the jaws of my pliers, I'm making sure that they're at those marks. Now, I just used a Sharpie to make these, and it's about time for me to remark them. Now you're going to hold your round nose pliers so that the back of your hand is toward the table. This doesn't feel real comfortable at first. It's kind of awkward, but it is a great way to get that roll going, because what you're going to do is hold the beaded end of the head pin in your other hand, and now you're going to roll the pliers toward you. This motion is at the wrist and hand. Your elbow shouldn't move at all. Because the grip on this can be kind of tricky, it may slip. So you want to be sure that when you go back to grab that wire, you've got the pliers in the right position and the tip of the head pin is hiding between the plier jaws, and just roll from there. But don't worry if your loop is a little wonky, you can make adjustments, but just get it rolled forward. Now this loop is slightly too big and won't close. So to adjust the size of the loop with round nose pliers, we're going to move the loop a little closer to the smaller end of the jaws and tuck it in. This comes with practice. So we're going to adjust the loop by inserting one jaw in the loop, and the other jaw will be at the back, bracing the back of the loop. And then you're going to move that loop slightly until it sits like a round circle on top of the beads. And in this case, I'm moving it slightly away from me. So you'll be able to tell which direction you need to go when you're looking at that bead. It should sit like a lollipop. Use the chain nose pliers then to adjust from the back to the front. If the circles is leaning toward you or away from you, then you can use those flat nose pliers to kind of straighten that up so that they're all lined up with your beads. The head pin is all straight. Look, you did it! Remember that better results come with practice, so you need to practice a lot. Attach the beaded head pin to the ear wire. You're going to use your chain nose pliers to open the ear wire loop. And this is motion. Twist the loop to open and slip the loop of the beaded pin onto the open ear wire loop. Then twist the loop closed. The ear wire loop should close nicely, back the same direction. Check both loops to make sure they are closed, straight, and looking good. Do it all again for the other ear. Hooray, you did it! You've got a beautiful pair of earrings. Just keep practicing. Thanks, and have a great, great, great day.